Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. When I last left you guys, we were halfway through Johanna Hall here on Chapter 14, and we are going to resume today and finish that up by allowing Cormag to decimate everything on this map by himself. At least that would be the way it would go if I had my brothers. But nonetheless, here we are with the man himself. And now we have ourselves a permanent lockpick. Permanent unbreakable lockpick, and he's a lot better than Calm was, let's be honest. It's not that Calm is unusable. If you train him, he certainly becomes just as good, if not better, than Rennick, so there's no issue there if you want to have him around for a bit longer, so to speak. But Rennick just comes at a very convenient time, and he doesn't require any training, and he's just more usable in my opinion, so apologies if you were hoping to see Calm in this playthrough. It's just not going to be feasible. Alright, speaking of, why don't we go ahead and have La Rochelle barrier up to get some experience. We're going to be getting her as much experience as we can. I'm hoping to get her to like level 10 if possible. That would be ideal. I think it's totally doable. And we're just going to have Rennick continue on with his little tirade here. In fact, why don't we draw out that enemy shaman for someone to shoot at. So I'll put Rennick right here. He can take it. And Ross is going to be a knight-destroying machine down here, as is tradition for a pirate of his stature. I'm trying to decide who else we can get promoted this chapter, if at all possible. I'm not entirely certain it's going to happen. The problem is that our units are getting so high in level that they're starting to get much less experience as a result of defeating enemies, and it's going to make it very difficult for them to get to promotion tier. I just realized I actually can't open that other room on the left there from the right side, so I need the key that Ross has to get in there, which is fine. There's what a road looks like, if you were curious. People still trying to shoot at Franz and failing miserably. Well, I mean, they're hitting him, they're just not doing anything to him. He's like my mobile armor knight at this point, with how much defense he has. It's absolutely ludicrous. Oh, and here we have Cavalier reinforcements from behind. Should have seen that coming, it always does. And we'll have Erica pop this chest open as well. We'll put the energy ring away, take the chest key out, and pop it open. A dragon spear. What is that, you may be wondering? Well, it is similar to the Worm Slayer from Blazing Sword in that it is a spear that is effective against wyverns. That'll come in handy later, certainly. We're definitely going to be hanging on to that thing. But for the time being, we are going to have Ross open up this knight like a can of worms here. Oh, he has an Axe Reaver. Interesting. Why don't we send in Tana, then? With her Killer Lance and see if we can undo this guy in a single shot. There we go. Tana is proving to be a very valuable asset, and I'm totally okay with that. We will dispatch with this Armor Knight. Sadly, we're not going to be able to open the door this turn, so we're going to have to wait another minute here, but we can start getting people shuffled through the upper door, since we got a key from that knight we just killed. And Lute can do it. I think Lute can one-shot this guy again. Yep, certainly. And he had a longbow, too, so we don't want any of that nonsense. Roasty, toasty archer. Delicious. And that'll put her at A rank for Anima, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And let's have Joshua crack this here door open. Here we have an enemy sniper. That'll be nice for some experience points. I might let Gilliam kill him, just to get the level up that he needs to promote. That would be fun. I'll put Garrick over here in case they need reinforcements on that side. Does he have a longbow? I didn't check. No, he has a silver bow. So Gilliam can definitely take a hit from that and be okay. He's tough as they come, so... Alright, we're actually not going to bother with trying to go back and fight the Cavaliers. I'm going to let them come to me. More than likely, they're going to come this way up toward where Cormag and them are. Speaking of which, let's have Cormag rip this guy a new butt. That Lunatome, by the way, you'll notice, that thing was absolutely devastating in Blazing Sword. It's been nerfed quite a bit in this game. In Blazing Sword, it had a very high hit rate and a very high critical rate, and it ignored enemy resistance. So it just straight up murdered everything. In this game, it still has a decent critical rate, not quite as much, and it also still ignores enemy resistance. However, the hit rate has been very drastically reduced, to the point of it being borderline unusable, unfortunately. We're actually going to barrier up Rennick because what you'll notice over here is this enemy priest that has a berserk staff. And because I'm silly and forgot to bring myself a restore, I really don't want to have to deal with somebody who's berserked. So we're going to barrier up Rennick to avoid him getting potentially berserked. And he's very fast, so we're going to put him right here to open the door. And if that priest wants to come over here and try to berserk him, he's going to have a very tough time of it. Speaking of which, why don't we dance for... Let's get Cormac down into this hallway so we can start picking those guys off. So we'll dance for him. There is an enemy archer down there, but I'm totally confident he can handle that. In fact, we definitely don't want to put him right here because that'd be an overlap point. So why don't we put him just inside the door right there. Right here's better. That way we can hit both the knights. We'll give him a javelin and let him go to town. And again, we're going to be hoping to avoid the berserk effect of that priest with the staff there. Yeah, Cormac can handle these guys. At worst, that archer will have a steel bow, and even that's not going to do a whole heck of a lot to him. But his defense is so bloody high, it won't matter. Looks like the Cavaliers are actually going to the left for some reason. Not really sure why that is, but... Naomi's been dodging quite a bit, too. I think she got hit once so far this entire time. And that's... Oh, geez, they're both ganging up on her. Good thing she's dodging like an absolute champ. Otherwise, she might actually be in trouble. And that sniper should go for Gilliam, and I think Gilliam will be able to kill him. Yeah, even if that had been a steel bow, that would not have been life-threatening to him. But now his big threat's out of the way. Oh, we gotta deal with this guy first. Oh, geez, I gave him a steel lance. I didn't even give him a ranged weapon. That was silly of me. Okay, that one Cavalier is gonna break off from the rest of the group, it looks like. That's fine. Just means more stuff for me to kill. It just means more experience for me, so... Oh, that's why. They're going after Erica, because she's frail and weak and... terrible. Alright, so we'll have Ross open this door up. There's a couple of guys in here. Nothing too serious. Nothing we can't handle at any rate. We will cook this archer alive again. That sounds horrible. I would not want to get cooked alive, certainly. That's probably one of the better reasons why magic does not exist, because then it'd just be horrifying all over the place. Loot just gets speed, but you know what? I'm okay with that. She's doing pretty good everywhere else, so... She's still on track to cap her magic by the time she reaches level 20. So why don't we deal with Axeman here, with Garrick. Let's just use a steel sword. We don't need anything beefier than that, really. Yeah, that'll work. One of those guys is going to go for loot, probably, but she can take a hit. She'll be fine. She's got like 7 defense. Doesn't sound like a lot, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. But at the same time, when people are only dealing about 13 damage to you, 7 defense is decent enough. It cuts the damage in half. So I could put Tana here, and then that guy can't get to loot. But she also can't kill this merc. I need to use the Slim Lance to do that. Actually, that's not good enough either. Killer will work. I'd rather not have... Well, I guess 2 of them couldn't go for her anyway, because they'd be... what's what I'm looking for here? Wow, bottlenecked, that's it. My brain just shut off there for a minute. Sorry about that. Alright, let's have Naomi take out one of these armor knights. Preferably that one, I guess. And I gotta be careful here. I don't want to put anybody in undue harm's way here, so to speak. So why don't I equip my javelin and we'll go after this guy. Well, that could have gone better. And that armor knight next to Gilliam should attack Naomi, and that will get her to level up, which will be nice. Why don't we put Joshua in the way, actually, here? That way maybe the merc will go for him instead. I'm going to heal him up real quick, just in case. I don't want to take a big smacky hit right in the face. That priest did not move, I just noticed. I wonder why he didn't. He's in range to do horrible, horrible things, and yet he didn't do any of them. So why don't we take out this here armor knight. I think we'll send Franz after that priest just to make sure he doesn't interfere with anything and start causing a bunch of trouble. More speed, strength, luck, skill. Nice, nice. Good, good. If I can get one more speed on him, he'll be in a very ideal position to start doubling everything all the time. Yeah, we're going to send Franz over there. How far can Tethys go? Right next to that pillar is where we want him. And yeah, we'll mop up that priest before he has a chance to even use that Berserk Staff. That will do it. I definitely do not need any of that berserking action going on. So, just in case anybody is not familiar with what the Berserk Staff does, that thing, it's an offensive staff. There's a couple of those in this game, but not too many. That's one of them. At any rate, what the Berserk Staff does is you target an enemy with it. If it hits them, they, strangely enough, go Berserk. And what does Berserk do? Well, it removes the AI's ability to distinguish friend from foe, basically. So if you target an AI unit, they will indiscriminately attack either whatever's, I guess, most convenient for them, whether it be an enemy or a friend. If that happens to you, you lose control of your unit, and the AI decides what they attack and where they move. And it can be your own guys. So if that ends up getting... If one of your really strong units, like, oh, I don't know, Garrick or somebody gets berserked, then you're in a bad way, because now you've got a beat stick running around killing everything, and you can't stop him. So you definitely want to avoid that. You can remove the Berserk status with a Restore Staff, but as I mentioned, I forgot to bring one, so definitely do not need any of that nonsense happening right now. Tana should shred this guy too, yep, absolutely. That's what we've come to rely on Tana for, absolutely murdering everything in front of her. Level 17, not bad. I would like a little more strength on her, but she's got a couple more levels to grow yet, and she'll get a nice bonus to strength when she promotes. Particularly because I'm planning on making her a Wyvern Knight as opposed to a Falco Knight. That'll give her a nice strength increase, a nice defense increase, and she'll be just as fast. In fact, she's already capped her speed, so she'll be absurdly fast. Strength and luck on Nami, not too shabby. She's very well-rounded in terms of stats. I would have preferred her to be a little more, I guess, min-max to one side, but I'm still not going to complain. She's turning out quite good, so... She's doing what she needs to do, and she's not getting killed in the process. That's really the most important thing. There's a lot of Cavaliers coming at me, aren't there? I might need to get Cormag down to help answer that particular threat. I guess we'll see how that goes. Let's let Loot take out Mr. Archerman yet again. This is a great experience. He's just one and done. Just toasty, roasty archers over here. This is what happens when you get Loot to an absurdly high level. She starts one-shotting everything, and they can't do anything about it. There's not a lot of units in this game that have passable resistance that can avoid getting cooked alive by that stuff. So I put Erica right here. She can counter against that Cavalier. What does he have, a sword or lance? He has a lance. So we're going to give Erica the Lance Reaver, because that reverses and doubles the effect of the weapon triangle. Should I send Garrick out here? I think I'll send Ross, actually, out here to support her. And we'll send Tana, too, just as some backup. Garrick will continue onward. I will worry about this chest another time. I don't have the means to at the moment. I think that's the only other one I need to grab, isn't it? Because I grabbed all these ones up here already. Yeah, it's the last one, so... Problem is I'm out of chest keys, and I don't think anybody else drops one. Let me double check, make sure nobody is accidentally carrying one. No, they're not. Alright. And do any of these guys have one? I doubt it. No, they're not going to. They would have been standing next to it if they had one. So we'll get Joshua up here. How does Nami fare against Mr. Sniper Man? Not too great. How does Sir Gilliam fare against Sniper Man? Quite good, actually. So why don't we let... how much damage does that sniper do to Nami again? 12. We'll let Gilliam take a shot at this guy with his here javelin. And how much damage does that guy do? 9. 9 and 12 is 21. Yeah, I don't want to put her at risk, so we're not going to bother. Gilliam attacking and killing that sniper should get him to promotion level. And then we can quit using him for a bit while I go find out where to get a Night Crest for him. This Cavalier, I just realized, is going to come up the back way here and attack Joshua. Thankfully, I decided to heal him first. Alright, Franz, you can go deal with this Armor Knight, I think. No, we'll leave that for Cormac. I want Cormac to get as much experience as possible, as I mentioned, so... What I should probably do, if I'm being totally honest, is send him back out this way. Because there's not really a convenient way to get around over to this side. In fact, there isn't one at all. This is really bizarre. I don't know why they did this. Okay. Well, in that case, we're just going to send... Oh, I don't even know what to do now. The way this castle's laid out is really stupid. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. We'll send him back around this way. We'll get him back down there as quick as we can. I'm going to heal him up a little bit first, though, with La Rochelle. Another level for Tethys. Not too bad. I'll take defense and resistance any day. I mean, your dancers really shouldn't be getting hit anyway, but it's nice when you don't have to worry about it so much. Get him fully healed up. And let's go wreck some Cavaliers. I think what I'll do... Nope, not yet. I have to wait. Okay. Who hasn't gone yet? Namie or Franz? Oh, Franz. I forgot about Franz. We'll have him take out this guy. I know I said I'd leave him for Cormac, but Cormac's gonna go deal with some Cavaliers, so... He doesn't quite do it in one round, but we're pretty close. And he's not gonna die, there's no way. He can't die, really. We don't need Rennet to go this way, so we'll send him back the other way, too, to get that last treasure chest. While I meet up with the rest of my forces. This should be a level up for Gilliam if he kills him. That would be ideal. Wow. Not even close. Well, kind of close, I guess, but I was hoping that would do enough. You'd think a promoted enemy would give you more experience than that. But considering I'm almost level 20, I guess I can understand. Another reason why I want to get Gilliam promoted is because I'm not actually planning on bringing him to the next level, and there's a big reason for that, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright. Erica can handle this guy on her own. She doesn't double, though, because that Lance Reaver simply weighs too much. Which is a problem. These Cavaliers are splitting off and going up, which is nice. That means Cormac can get to them quicker. Gilliam takes a shot at that dude. You get this one bugging Mr. Joshua, that he's not a fan of. Which is fine, because he's not going to live long enough to tell anybody about it. There we go. More Cavaliers? No, no more Cavaliers. Alright, so Cormac will fly down and get into an attack position here with the Killer Lance. Actually, I think he's fast enough to handle them with just an Iron Lance. He's got, what, 13 speed? And these guys have 7. Yeah, he can easily double them. No question. Let's get Garrick a level out of this Cavalier, shall we? He hasn't seen enough battle lately. And I would love to have a nice hero at this point, because heroes are just wonderful. He's not quite there yet. I think we're going to get a lot more promotions than I would expect to get next chapter. Alright, so it's clear that Erica cannot handle these guys on her own, unfortunately. We'll just let Tana crit with a javelin over top of her head here. I could have her use the rapier instead, but she'd be running the risk of taking more damage as a result. Might not have a choice at this point, unfortunately. Thankfully, it's triple effectiveness, so she can kind of handle it. It's not that she's totally pathetic defense-wise, it's just that she can't take more than a couple hits. I'd like to get her a little bit more stat-wise here, so... Strength, good. Good, good, good. Finally. I think this is the first time she's leveled it up in a long time. She didn't get more defense, did she? No, she did not. 7 defense. These guys all have lances. And she's looking at 9 damage from each of them, so we can't let them both hit her, they'll kill her. This one even get to her? Yeah, we definitely can. So let's put Ross in front of them. Just so they don't end up murdering her on accident. That would be bad. We'll let Gilliam dispatch with this fellow here. Now, him killing that second, maybe... Oh, jeez, are you kidding me? He's getting more experience from hitting them than he is killing them. That is a little bit ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we'll let Joshua handle this guy. Hopefully he's up to the task. And Cormac, as we said, is going to start chewing those guys up. Amy can't quite get through that way, so I'm not going to bother trying. Yep, we can move Rennick down here now. In fact, why don't we let Rennick move again? So we can get closer to that treasure chest. This episode might go a little long. I might have prematurely cut off the last one, not realizing just how long this is going to take me to get everywhere, to get up to where they need to be. We're going to heal up Tethys for 1 point, I guess. So close. That just leaves... Yeah, we're good. Oh, Franz is up here still. I forgot about him. Where is he going? This way. Wrong way. Let's send him back this way. I think some more, like, Myrmidons or Swordmasters need to show up from that side of the map later on. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Killing me, guys. You're absolutely killing me. Oh, you... Come on, man. You can't keep missing on these 88% chances. You just can't keep doing that. You're killing me. Absolutely killing me. Alright, dispatch with this fellow here. Whoever designed the floor plan of this castle was not thinking clearly. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense only having a single point of entry to get to the throne. That way it's more easily defensible, but at the same time, it's like, this is just confusing. Were castles always like this? I don't think they were. Unnecessary critical hit. And more guys going after Cormag that he just kind of laughs at. Thankfully, he manages to kill that one in a single round, unlike the last guy. No problemo. No problemo at all. Well, that guy's got a javelin. That's annoying. Well, I guess we can handle him first. Here's Rennick again. Yeah, we'll take out the melee guy first, actually. That way Rennick can move up and kill the wall without having to fight back and kill something in accident. That guy will no doubt attack him, but he's not going to hurt him. Or kill him, even. Attack the wall. Not a very strong hit, but whatever, I'll take it. Alright, we gotta make sure that La Rochelle's out of harm's way here. Feels a little weird having my Dancer and my Healer, my two best support units, away from the rest of my party, but that's what you gotta do to avoid having people get whacked in the face unnecessarily, I suppose. Alright, let's see if Joshua can handle this dude. If he crits, he can. No, not yet. Come on, boy, you got this. There he goes. Nicely done. Not too shabby. Alright, Gilliam, I guess, can take this guy down. That'll put him pretty close. No, maybe not. I'm gonna be standing here for a little bit. I'm actually gonna move the rest of my guys out, because I don't want them to have to sit here all damn day. We'll just heal up Nami. We'll move Loot out of here as well. She's not even hit yet, so she's fine. And we'll get Garrick out here. I'm going to pick up Erica and fly her up with Tana. Actually, let me check the convoy real quick. Nope, we are out of chest keys. Alright, so I do need Rennick to get down there. We'll pick her up and ferry her up to the top. Ross can get going too, I suppose, but he's not going to be all that useful against the boss. Well, maybe with the Swordslayer he will. Actually, Swordslayer might put a huge dent in that guy. So the Swordslayer, unlike the Sword Reaver, doesn't just reverse the triangle. It also does effective damage against Myrmidons and Swordmasters, which is really, really dangerous. It allows fighters, warriors, berserkers, that kind of deal to absolutely wreck Myrmidons and Swordmasters, where otherwise they would be incapable of even landing hits on them. It's also got a really high hit rate, which is nice. Alright, Cormac can handle this guy now, I think, considering he's a cakewalk. Alrighty. No issues there. I would have loved if I had like a warp staff or something. That'd come in a lot of handy right now. How annoying would it be if there's a warp staff in that last treasure chest? Break the wall down. I think Namie can finish breaking the wall down at this point. Yep. And we'll just kind of get everybody moved up here one little bit at a time. Again, was hoping to get Gilliam to promotion, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening now. And now we're just going to be spending a lot of time ferrying people up to the top level here, and not much else. Now let's get Tethys and La Rochelle moved up here. Blow our barrier staff to get some XP. Should put her to level 9 at least. Might be able to pinch 10 if I start healing everybody. I guess that remains to be seen. I think I'll have the ability to buy more of these once Chapter 15 is over, and then I can actually spend some time doing nothing but that and getting her some experience. By the way, there's a secret shop right here, tucked in this little grass spot, so if I bring Rennick up here, he'll be able to get into that. That being said, there's not really anything I need to get from the secret shop right now. It's mostly just promotion items and stuff, and I have plenty of those. I have plenty of those of all different stripes, too, so certainly am not in any rush to get those right now. Send Rennick that way. Gilliam might need to pick up here just to get going a little quicker. Yeah, the next few turns of this is just going to be me ferrying everybody up here, so probably could have gone that way instead. That's alright. Tell you what, Ross will go that way, just to make things difficult. Oh, now these guys are moving. Interesting. It must have been because Franz crossed this threshold here, or something. I'm gonna assume that's what it was. Are any of these guys ranged? No, they are not. All right, let's get going here. Tethys can come back, I think. Maybe? I could be dancing for La Rochelle too and getting her some experience points. I didn't think of that. Silly, silly me. Gonna be honest, I might speed this part up. Just so you guys have to sit here and watch the whole thing. No, that's fine. I think more reinforcements are going to spawn, so we'll just have to sit here and be quiet for a little bit. So apologies for that. Next few turns are going to be a little tedious while I move everybody, but I promise it won't be for too long. Let me barrier up Franz, actually. That'll put her darn close to level 9. One more use of that, I think. Hello, Armor Knights. How are you today? Moving quite slow, as normal. And we'll heal up Franz, actually, because he's a little bit hurt. Not drastically so, but... give a dance for little Miss La Rochelle here. And I think we can get Cormac just about near the top of this here. Does he need a heal? Yeah, he could use with a little bit of one, I guess. Time for the healing spree to get some levels for my healer. Magic, luck, resistance, speed, yep, good. Notice she's not getting a lot of skill. I don't know why that is. Normally she's a lot better than this, but I will take whatever I can get, really. Alright, so we got Erica coming up. Joshua a little bit behind. We'll have Roscoe this way, just in case something shows up. And if it is Myrmidons or Swordmasters, he'll immediately destroy them with the Sword Slayer, because the Sword Slayer is ludicrous and awesome. Alright, we'll drop Gilliam down here. And he'll kill one, if not both of those guys. No issues. Actually, he's going to attack Tethys here if I don't move her out of the way. Let's pick her up and bring her back over here. And I'll drop her off with La Rochelle. She can stay right there. Alright. Main body's moving. We're almost there. Taking a little longer than I would have liked, but sadly Joshua's trailing behind. Let's put Gilliam right here. That way that they can go for Cormag too, and I wouldn't mind either one of them getting the experience at this point. Pick this last treasure chest. 10,000 gold. Nice. So it was not a warp staff, but that's alright, because I'll take some free money. Cormag will dispatch with these silly armor knights. I can just leave Rennick there, really. I don't need him for anything else. Honestly, he's just kind of going to chill out a little bit. Alright, Joshua's on the way up. Let's have Gilliam. Ideally... Oh, heavy spear. Wow. Alright, well, maybe I shouldn't hit that guy. Let's hit the other guy behind him then. And Cormag can have this one. That's not very nice. Alrighty. Heavy spear for me, that I probably will not be making a whole heck of a lot of use of, I'm being totally honest. Alright, maybe Gilliam will level up off this guy. I'm hesitant to believe it, but... I just realized how much freaking HP he has, too. Holy snapple. 4 experience points. He needs 4 experience points to level up. That is annoying. But I digress. I could just let him get hit and not even have to, like, retaliate necessarily. Although if he did, it would, he'd kill anybody. I should let him just get hit by one of these monks or something. I should probably also heal him up first, just to avoid him getting lucky crit on accident. That would be very bad. Yeah, this chapter's going to run a little long. I hope nobody's offended by that or upset about it. I sincerely doubt anybody is, but you never know. Some people are like, I only want 30-minute episodes. Well, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget just how long certain chapters are, and it takes me a little longer than I would like. Did I move Ross yet? Yes, I did. So that's everybody. That just leaves this throne room. Again, this is just a really annoyingly designed map. I don't know what the designers were thinking. Maybe they weren't. Who knows? Who else needs some healing? I guess everybody needs a little bit of healing. Why don't we just pass the love around here with some health staff? We'll get Tethys down here. Start getting the whole Fandamli moved up. Franz is right on the cusp there, so we want to be careful of that. I think everybody could do with a little bit of a pick-me-up right now. We can drop off Erica here real quick. Joshua's right around the corner. Ross is still way the heck over here. Unfortunately for him. There we go. So we got shamans showing up. That's what it is. I thought it was going to be myrmidons or something. I was mistaken. Alright, we'll have Gilliam sit here with his javelin and take a pot shot at that monk when he shows up. I guess we can let Cormag handle these guys. I think he's going to have too much trouble with it, if I'm being totally honest. Franz does not need to be there. Let's get him a little closer. And I think I'll just perch him right on the edge over here so that they can shoot at him. Give him his javelin. Yeah, get at me, shamans. Alright, time for some healing. Everybody loves good heals. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a little 10, no question. I got plenty of guys that still need health, so... including Mr. Joshua up here. Yeah, Ross doesn't need to deal with those guys. In fact, I don't know if he'd be all that good at it, so let's just avoid that. We'll get Tana moved in here, too. This is what happens, too, is these kind of maps just force these really annoying bottlenecks, and then you're just trying to get everybody squished in all at once, and it's not very conducive for that. Alright, so Gilliam will not double this guy, I don't believe. And that will level him up. There we go, level 20 Gilliam. That's going to be a general. He got HP and luck. No speed. I was really hoping for some more speed on him. He's only gotten 5 points since he was level 4. Which I guess makes sense. He's only got a 30% speed growth or something. Wow, one-shot these poor shamans. That's really annoying for them. Get at me, fellas. Yep, he's one-shotting them all. I'm certainly okay with that. I was hoping to get him to a reasonably promotable level by this point, but you know what? That's alright. What level is he anyway? He's level 16. It's pretty good. Who is in level, or who's near getting a level here? Garrick is. Let's let him smack this guy around for an extra level up. Carlisle's going to be a tough nut to crack. Not because he's very tanky or anything, but because he's so fast. And it's not that his defenses are bad. They're just not as good as they could be, but that's not going to be that big of an issue for him, I don't think. So we'll let Tana take out that last monk. And we don't need... I might use Gilliam to... well, he's got a magic-based sword, Mr. Carlisle here, so I don't think Gilliam's a good choice. His resistance is rather pitiful, so we'll get him out of the way. And we'll start spreading some healing love around again, as I mentioned. Everybody needs heals. Something I just realized is I haven't really been bothering to do support conversations this game. That is true. I don't know why I haven't been bothering to do that. It's kind of an oversight on my part, so I apologize for that. The unfortunate reality is that you don't really need supports in this game, unfortunately, because it's not difficult enough to warrant using them, but... not that they're not nice to have, or anything like that, it's just, you don't... It's time-consuming and kind of annoying and meh. So, at any rate, sorry about that if you were hoping to see more support conversations. Alright, that guy's gonna get chewed to bits. We can probably finish up Carlisle in a turn or two. If I'm being totally honest. Cormag continuing his one-shot spree here. I also like it when he's not getting hit in the process. That'll put him at 17. Yep. More speed, perfect. Strength and luck, not bad. He's actually at a very good threshold for speed right now. I think he'll start reliably doubling things from now on. Alrighty, yeah, is there more shamans? I think that might have been it. Now we get the impending victory music, which is nifty. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to fully heal him either. Alright, we'll put Gilliam ahead just in case. Let's see how we can fare against Sir Carlisle here. Okay, so the Wind Sword is effective against flying units. Even at melee. Wow, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess we don't want Tana fighting him then. She will get destroyed. Let's see. Franz might be a good idea. How's his resistance? He's only at 2. Loot might not be a bad idea, only because she will have... I lied, she won't have weapon triangle advantage, but she won't have disadvantage either, so... The wind element sword technically counts as anima, so... Alright, we got just about the whole crew in here, just with the exception of Ross, who's taking forever. Because he's slow. Alright, let's see how we can handle this guy here. What's Gilliam's situation? No, that is bad. That is very bad. The problem is his crit rate is also absurd because he's a freaking Swordmaster. And I don't like... oh my god, I can't hit him! 30%? Are you kidding me? What's his avoid on that thing? 74. He has 74 avoid, folks. Unbelievable. I may need Ross with his Sword Slayer up here. Why don't we go get him, actually? I'll pick him up a little quicker if I use somebody like Cormag to go get him. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be that bad. Normally I don't have too much issue killing him, but I guess I've been living a privileged life so far. Alright. How does Nami fare? Wow. That's pathetic. That's really, really pathetic. 26% chance to hit. And Miss Erica gets utterly she gets doubled? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's bad. When Erica's getting doubled, you know you're in a bad way. So she's utterly useless. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to need that Sword Slayer up here. I don't see any other way to make this happen. Everybody else is just going to get wrecked. How does Loot do? I guess Loot can handle him. She can't hit him, but she can handle him. She won't get doubled or anything. I mean, yeah, she gets doubled, but... Even with a Fire Tome, she gets doubled? 15 speed. How much does he have? He has 18, doesn't he? Yeah. Alright, tell you what. He's not going to crit her. He's not going to do a whole lot of damage to her. Let's let her just see if we can get a couple hits in. Soften him up just a little bit before Ross gets up here. Alternatively, I could just make him keep wasting Windsword use until it breaks, and then he'll just won't be able to attack me at all. That's kind of a cheap way to make that happen. I only think it's like 20 uses, doesn't it? Oh, it's got 40. Never mind. I thought it had 20. Jeez. Alright, well, that's annoying. That'll also be a good way to get some healer level ups, honestly, if I just sit here and heal Loot every time. The problem is that Throne's going to heal him for, I think, at least 3 or 4 points every single round, so... I would love it if I could land a decent hit on him. Okay, this is going to be absurd. At least he can't crit her. The Windsword actually is incapable of critting from a distance. I don't know why that is. I never really bothered to establish that, but... Alright. Let's pick up Mr. Ross here. Mr. Ross is... If only his name was Bob. It's not. Alright, so Gilliam's going to be mostly useless. And we'll put him down here. I wonder how Joshua would fare. Joshua doesn't get doubled. He's one of the only guys I have that doesn't. His resistance is kind of bad, though, and that's what that Windsword is based off of, so this could be a bad... This could be a really bad situation, guys, is all I'm saying. Alrighty, yep, I get it. Alright, I hit him once. That's halfway decent, at least. Let's see how we do with the Sword Slayer. Bet you it one-hits him, too. If I hit with him. Oh, yeah, it totally does. Are you kidding me? Holy snacks. That's ridiculous. Alright, so I need... If I heal Ross up, he won't get killed in the process. Yeah, let's heal him once. Good old Sword Slayer. Apparently that's what you need to make things happen in this game. There's some skill. Not that she needs it. Alright. So unless he crits on a lucky 4%, we're going to be fine. And I'm going to kill him. That's utterly ridiculous. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you bring fun weapons like the Sword Slayer, because it makes this boss absolutely trivial. And there he goes, one shot. I could have one-shot him at full health, too. That's the best part. Now, what I should have done is let Joshua attack him first. Joshua and him actually have a conversation in battle. And there is a reason for that. We will see that momentarily. That being said, before the end of this chapter, I'm going to see if we can't get a few more heals around, just so I can get some experience on my healer. We got Erica here, so I can actually promote Gilliam real quick. Take the Night Crest from her. And let's use that sucker. Get ourselves a General Gilliam. I could make him a Great Knight, too. I'll be honest, the Great Knights are really cool. And they still get the weapon triangle and everything. But Generals are so good. Generals are great. Yeah, we're going General. Sorry, guys. If that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a Great Knight, Gilliam. It's not happening. We're going General today. Generals are just too much fun. They're one of my favorite classes, as I've mentioned before, so... And that color scheme, though, so good. So, so good. And he gets a nice 3-point speed bonus, which is fantastic. And now he can use swords and axes in addition to lances. That's the full triangle. Look at that. Look at that monster. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. 7 resistance, too. It's not too shabby. So let's get the party fixed up here a little bit. Who's really hurt? I guess nobody's super hurt. Loot's maybe down a little bit. Weapon level increased. That puts her to A, if I'm not mistaken. So that's cool. We never did heal Joshua, did we? Now that I'm thinking about it. So let's take care of that. Yep, that's him healed up. Apologies for taking a little longer than I need to. Let's just put Eric on the throne right away, but we're not going to seize it just yet. I'll put everybody who's been healed up here. Tana's good. Franz is good. Nami's good. Cormag's not quite good yet, but we'll get there. Joshua's fine. Brannick's all the way down there by himself. He doesn't get to share in this wonderful, innocuous victory. Like I said, the quicker I can get her leveled up, the better. I really want to have a La Rochelle that I could use in combat because she's utterly ridiculous. I might promote her a little early, we'll see. I'm not sure about that just yet. Alright, Ross is the only one that needs healing, so let's use that next turn. I might need to buy another heal staff, actually. Oh, Tethys needs it too, would you believe that? So that's 2 more heals for my lady. Puts her darn near level 11. It's really good. That's 5 levels in one chapter. That's only going to get better as once I gain the ability to buy barrier staves. And now I have some decent money to spend. So let's seize the castle here. And Calyx shows back up. Or he's somewhere different, I guess. Huh. Wow. Okay, so not only is he a jerkwad, but he's insubordinate. So, yep, Calyx just killed the queen because he's a colossal jackwagon. And that's 2 sacred stones down, presumably 3 if you count grottos. That just leaves Renee and... Yep, there we go. Grotto, Frelia, and Johanna. That just leaves Rouston and Renee. So he didn't actually kill her. That's pathetic. Like, if you're gonna kill a defenseless person, at least finish them off in one hit. Don't leave them bleeding and crying and suffering the whole time. You absolute monstrosity. At any rate, so that's that. I heard she was in the throne room, but there's no sign of her. And there's no sacred stone either. Uh-oh. So Leon shows up. All these people that you've murdered, you must have had a good reason for it. Yeah, give me a break. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll always be your friend even as I'm murdering your countrymen and all of our other people. Oh, they found the queen. And she's not in good shape. Oh, here we go. We get our first Sacred Twin relic. We get Audhulma, which is awesome. We actually also get Excalibur. She gave us 2 items. But we'll talk about those later. Right now we're dealing with the emotional fact that Joshua is actually the Prince of Johanna, the Wayward Prince, and his mom just died. So apparently he left the palace 10 years ago to wander as a mercenary and a gambler, apparently. But, yep. So here we actually have nothing but royalty in this picture. Royalty from 4 different countries, nonetheless. Oh, here we go. Generic green soldier guy. Oh, good. Someone's trying to burn the whole place down. Yep. Well, Innes knows his strategy, that's for sure. Valter and Kalik are coming at us now. We shall smite them with the power of right. God, I love you, Larshell. So good. One of Grotto's generals is more than a match for us? Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, sure. So yeah, that was it for Chapter 14. That went a lot longer than I wanted it to, but that's not the important. The important thing is we're moving on to Chapter 15 next, and that's going to be a fun one, I promise. So that being said, well, we will pick up Chapter 15 next time. So until I see you all again, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.